Hello everybody, this is Nuzcraft and welcome back to Monster Hunter Freedom Unite. I'm just finishing up at the farm and we're going to prep for our next quest. So we're going to keep the potions, mega potions, the paintballs. We're going to put away all of this stuff that we don't need from our last hunt. And we're going to see if we need anything else. We're going to be hunting the Shogun Ceanataur today, the stab crab, and I don't think we need anything else. We could potentially bring like a shock trap. We might need a hot drink. I'm just going to grab a couple of these, because more than likely it'll send us to the swamp. I don't actually remember where it sends us. No 3-star ingredients, so we don't want anything from this lady. If we look at our equipment, we are probably going to stick with the Ravager Blade Plus for the Shogun Ceanataur. I'm trying to think if there's other good options for us. Red Pincer doesn't have green sharpness, so I don't think that would be a great option for us. The attack is just worse. I don't think there's anything that even comes close to this, to be fair. We did get the... this is the Rathalos Greatsword. We did get the Rathalos Greatsword, and so we're going to be looking at upgrading that in the future as well. Let's grab some food, and then we'll go hunt a crab. Meat wagon, cudgel onion, let's go. 1-2 punch of flavor for health and some attack. That is delicious. Our cat Telly does have a new skill, which is called Rob 'em Blind, which should help us get some new pieces from the Ceanataur. Let's see, do you have anything that I want to buy? No, not today. Not today. So, Shogun Ceanataur is a 2-star quest here in the Supreme Ruler of the Swamp. It is at the swamp. We went to hunt the Shogun Ceanataur. It's from the Scheming Strategist. Hunters, it is time to hunt down the Shogun Ceanataur. Let us rid the swamp zone of this menace and expand our strategic possibilities. This is a highly classified hunt, so don't tell a soul. It's only a 2-star quest, and you posted it on a public board. Well, presumably public board. Alright. So, we've not hunted the Shogun Ceanataur in this game before, and I've never hunted Shogun Ceanataur in Monster Hunter Freedom Unite before. Not sure what to expect. Outside of my experiences hunting Shogun in Monster Hunter Generations and Generations Ultimate. I remember always having some issues with Shogun because its movement patterns are a little bit off. It does some more of the scurrying sideways stuff and is a little bit faster than Daimyo Hermitaur. And so that might cause us some issues. We're going to start by looking in the cave areas, and we'll see if that gets us in the right direction. Apparently Telly is already in a fight with a Hornitar. Get a paintball ready to go. As a reminder, what is that stuff on the ground? It must just be a plant. As a reminder, as I'm sure you could tell, we are running a color randomizer mod here for Monster Hunter Freedom Unite. It is a mod of my own design. Please take a look in the description if you're interested in getting some fun colored monsters. For this playthrough, we're not gonna keep the randomizer on the entire time, but I'm having fun kind of seeing new monsters with the randomizer. Because I've never seen Shogun Ceanataur with this randomizer on. These congas look a little bit cursed, but that's still fun. It's still very fun. Hopefully the Ceanataur is here in 6. It is. Ooh, look at that. Oops. This might be difficult. Yep, taunt please. You missed me. We kind of want to hit these legs if we can, because it should give a knockdown. At least it has in the past. And I would love to break a claw. These claws are kind of hard. Ooh, it's grumpy. I don't like a grumpy crab. Those scythes get really long. Ouch. And it gets really hard to dodge. So we're gonna see if we can survive. I don't know its patterns when it does this. It digs underground. I don't know if it's going to come up out at me or what it's going to do. It looks like it's just over here. It's still angry. Now it's not angry anymore. So we want to try and get some charged action. See if we can get a level 3 charge off here. The head takes a lot of damage. And we are taking a lot of damage. Poor Telly. Alright, come over here, Mr. Crab. I think it's grumpy again. It's got its scythes out. Tried to block that, but here we go. Well, I don't know how we didn't get hit by that. Maybe we did get hit by it. Okay, so it's digging underground. It's coming after us. Ooh, ouch. And it went to a new area. Okay. So obviously my existing strategies for fighting this crab aren't the greatest. Not 100% sure the best way to dodge its attacks. I do know that we're looking for more knockdowns if we can get more trips on the legs. I know that that side swinging attack doesn't do too much damage. So you've got to get around the legs. Otherwise it can get you in its asp. There we go. Alright, we blocked that, which is good. Alright, let's get a level 3 charge up here. Alright, I think it's Grumpy? I think we're gonna die. Ooh, ouch. Oh. Oh, we died. I didn't realize that it did that more than once. So what it's doing... We didn't get the camera panned up to look at it. But what it's doing is it's actually squirting like water jets out of its shell. And now the reason why that's interesting is because it can only do that while it has the Gravios shell that it has. So if it has a different shell, if we manage to like break its shell, then it can't do that unless it has the Gravios shell. And I think that's super interesting. Oh, I think this is my first time seeing the Io Prey, at least that I remember. They're nice and blue. Alright, so we want to be a little bit careful coming in to fight the rest of this crab. We really don't want to triple cart. Now, I think that we might be getting a little bit... Are you gonna eat some foods? Oh, hey. I didn't even realize it was that close to dead. I guess I don't know the tells of the almost dead crab. Because I would have liked to capture it. Ceanataur shell. Small Ceanataur shell. So yeah, so if we come around and we look, it's got 2 claws on the front that can extend out into scythes when it gets mad. Breaking those is pretty tough, if I'm remembering correctly, and is a pretty cool break. This is a Gravios skull. I think it's a Gravios skull that it uses as a shell. And so it can kind of like shoot jets of water out of the Gravios mouth. And that's pretty cool. The head is the weak spot of the Ceanataur, but you don't get a whole lot of openings to really hit it really well, unless you're really good, which I'm obviously not. But you can smack the legs to get the crab to fall over. And then you get a pretty good opening to take on either the claws or the face. Medium monster bones are good. We need a lot of those, actually. We got our first set of Ceanataur parts. And this is from Telly's Rob 'em Blind. It got a Genprei Fang. Eventually, Telly's new skill will get us some good stuff. But today is not that day. Now, we've fought the Shogun Ceanataur. We will be fighting more Shogun in Village. I think it's Village 4 stars where we're at. But this was our first run at Shogun here in the guild. Now, I'm relatively sure that Shogun Ceanataur armor, I didn't mean to do that, I just wanted to exit, is, for some people, it's like the best in slot. We'll take a look at it. I know that a lot of people will run it in high rank, and I assume that plenty of people run it in low rank. You can see it's got a nice blue kind of armor color. It has similar defense to the Blango stuff, but here we see that it has sharpness, which is a really good skill. It helps keep your weapon sharp. Artisan, I don't remember what Artisan does, and Sword Sharpener with defense in the negative. So if you can figure out a way to gem out the defense, the negative defense, you can get an armor set that's just like really good. And yeah, so like a lot of people really like the Ceanataur stuff. I am not planning on going for Ceanataur stuff in this playthrough. There's a couple reasons for that. Number one, I did it in Monster Hunter Generations, and so I don't really need it. Like, I just don't feel like doing it. You see it a lot in other builds and other playthroughs because it's really good, and so it's kind of tired. And then this right here, this is the waist. You've got this very phallic waist piece that I just really hate. I hate it so much. I'd much rather wear something that's just like boring than something with this long pokey thing out the front. I mean, this is what we have on, and it's fine. It's fine. I am still thinking about trying to get some more Rathalos stuff, but I don't know if it's going to be worth the effort. And we might just try and upgrade our gear later on in low rank or early in high rank. We'll just, I don't know, we'll just kind of see how it goes. I am, however, pretty excited about the Ceanataur weapon. Where is it? Okay, so this is what we have in terms of weapons. We have Red Stripe, which we can upgrade into the Red Pincer, which we actually already have a Red Pincer, or the Ceanataur Blade here, which is a very good weapon, 720 attack with lots of green. It's not quite as good as what we have right now, but it is still really good. And all we need for that is to get some more Ceanataur stuff. So if we can hunt a bunch of Ceanataur, we can get the Ceanataur Blade, and that should be a really good weapon for us to kind of play around with. So I'm excited about that. All right, that is going to be it for today. Thank you so much for watching as we take on the Shogun Ceanataur. It was a lot of fun. Definitely a fight that I need to learn a little bit better, especially if I want to get some of the breaks. Like, I want to be able to break the claws and potentially even break the shell, which a lot of times just means we're not spending so much time hitting the legs trying to get the trip, right? You got to figure out how to hit the breakable parts when it's up and moving around and trying to kill you. So next up on our list, I think, is there's another key quest in the guild and an urgent. Maybe we'll do one or both of those next time. And yeah, and then we'll be up into 4-star guild and 4-star village. And so once we get through this part of the guild, we'll probably switch back to the village so that we can start seeing these monsters with our first look from the village. I think that's kind of the fun way to do it. All right, we will see you then.